הקדושה, קום והתהלך בארץ הקדושה.
עיניכם הרואות, אתם ניצבים היום כולכם היום. There's a word that is used in Bereshit and lies dormant all the way until Sefer Dvarim. In Sefer Bereshit it goes as follows. It says, Al ken yazov ish et ishto v'davak be'ishto v'hayu levasar echad. Next year's material. V'davak. Two people clinging to one another in a deep, intimate relationship beyond words. And the word davak does not show up in Sefer Shmot at all, in Vayikra at all, in Bamidbar in the last Perek, barely. But it's in Sefer Dvarim that Moshe Rabbeinu reintroduces the Jewish people to the word davak with the pasuk, ve'atem. Beautiful. Ve'atem hadvekim b'Adonai Elohechem chayim kulchem hayom. What does it mean to cling to Hashem and to feel alive? I'm pretty sure the answer is in this room. To cling to the Torah that Hashem has given us, the holy eternal words of Chumash, to make them part of who you are, to be able to quote them like you just did. Ve'atem hadvekim b'Adonai Elohechem chayim. That's real life. That's living derech etz hachayim. And I'll go one step further. You know, when I was making our classic pasuk board for downstairs, everybody writing their favorite pasuk, this year I felt it had to be a little bit different. I don't know if you noticed, but around the pasuk board I put what in Israel has become a backdrop of the country. In Israel they call them stikarim, but the real Hebrew word is madbekot, stickers. Stickers of commemorating individuals, men and women who gave their lives defending Am Yisrael. And on each sticker there's a name, and next to each name there is, I would call a modern day pasuk, a line that each individual in some way stood for. Not what they died for, but what they lived for. Ve'atem hadvekim b'Adonai Elohechem chayim kulchem hayom. There's something about coming together in this room. What a holy room it is. In this time in the history of the Jewish people, and shouting out to Am Yisrael, to the world, Ve'atem hadvekim b'Adonai Elohechem chayim kulchem hayom. We know how to live. We know how to recite chapters and verse of Tanakh, Perek, and Pasuk. To do the Chidon, I can't imagine a more meaningful, more powerful, more eternal endeavor that one can be doing at this time in Jewish history, shouting out to the world, Am Yisrael Chai. Kol HaKavod one more time to every single individual for being a national champion, being here, just being here. Just being here is a tremendous accomplishment. And with that, I turn your view to the board for a message from the Isseroff family, the sponsors of the Chidon. Here we go.
Throughout Tanakh, but especially in Chamisha Chumshei Torah, there are divisions based on psukim. There are as well Parshiot Ptuchot, a break in paragraphs, as well as Parshiot Stumot, a break between the psukim, but on the same line. In the Parsha of Emor, where the Torah details the halachot of Korban Omer, brought on the second day of Pesach, there is a Parsha Stuma. This is before the Torah continues with the details of Sfirat HaOmer, leading to the Korban of Shtei HaLechem on Chag HaShavuot. Uspartim lachem imacharat HaShabbat miyom haviechem et Omer HaTznufa Sheva Shabbatot mimoti yena ad mimacharat HaShabbat HaShvi'it tisperu chamishim yom vehikraftem mincha chadasha l'Hashem. There is a strategic Musar Haskel in this pasuk, which outlines how we grow in all aspects of life. As Avadim that were taken out of Mitzrayim and then transitioning into a people ready to accept the Torah, the process had to be incremental, meaning step by step, 7 weeks, 50 days, counting every day. My bracha to all of you is that you continue setting goals for yourselves which will lead to your growing in Yirat Shamayim by remembering this formula as follows. We were Avadim, Am Yisrael, and ultimately we had Matan Torah. Good luck to you all.
Thank you, Nechama. This was a last-minute addition, but it is an honor. Yaniv Galkovsky served Am Yisrael fighting in Gaza, was injured in Gaza, lost many friends, some of whose stickers were downstairs. He's a close family friend, and he happens to be in America right now. So he will be honoring us with saying the Mishaberach for Chaylei Tzahal. We'll then follow with the Mishaberach for Cholim, and for Shvuyim and Chatufim. I'm going to ask everybody to stand for the Mishaberach and to give honor to Yaniv as he comes up. Yaniv Galkovsky, wherever you are, come on up. Here we go.
I want to dedicate this blessing to 5 incredible men. 5 of them, all of them were my soldiers. That unfortunately got killed in this war, protecting and saving our country. Inon Yitzchak, Afik Teri, Dolev Malka, Elia Hillel, and Roy Sasson, may they rest in peace. I want to dedicate this also to all of my fellow brothers, our fellow brothers who are still fighting inside of Gaza right now, going back to reserves, going back to fighting in this war, and of course to all of our hostages. May they come back as soon as possible. מי שברך אבותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא ההגנה לישראל, העומדים על משמר ארצנו וערי אלוהינו, מגבול הלבנון ועד מדבר מצרים, ומן הים הגדול עד לבוא הערבה, ביבשה, באוויר ובים. ייתן השם את אויבינו הקמים עלינו ניגפים לפניהם, הקדוש ברוך הוא ישמור ויציל חיילינו מכל צרה וצוקה, מכל נגע ומחלה, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיהם. ידבר שונאינו תחתיהם, ויעטרם בכתר ישועה ובעטרת ניצחון. ויקוים בהם את הכתוב, כי אדוני אלוהיכם ההולך עמכם, להילחם לכם עם אויביכם, להושיע אתכם, ונאמר אמן. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, שתשלח מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף לכל הפצועים במערכה. הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם, להחלימם ולרפאותם ולהחזיקם ולהחיותם, וישלח להם מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים לכל עבריהם ולכל גידיהם בתוך שאר חולי ישראל, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף, השתה בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ונאמר אמן. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, שתחזק ותשמור ותנצור את אחינו בית ישראל, השבויים והשבויות, בעבור שאנו מתפללים בעבורם. הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם, ישמרם מכל צרה וצוקה, מכל נגע ומחלה, וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידיהם. יוציאם מחושך וצל מוות וישיבם במהרה לחיק משפחותיהם, ונאמר אמן. אחינו כל בית ישראל הנתונים בצרה ובשביה, העומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה, המקום ירחם עליהם ויוציאם מצרה לרווחה ומאפלה לאורה ומשעבוד לגאולה, השתה בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן.
You may be seated. Keeping our brothers and sisters in Israel in mind, I'm going to transition. If you have the program in front of you, it may be helpful right now. I'll also note that if you have the certificates, we'll have the lights on for this element, the siyum. If you have your certificate or even Israeli flag, this is also the time to show it off. Nick and Josh, if we could get the lights on for this as well, that would be perfect. But what we're going to do is what has become a tradition at the Chidon. And that is, I made up a text, I'm sorry. But I made up a siyum text for finishing 70, 80, 90 prakim in Tanakh. You can recite it along with me. You can recite it in your head. You can just follow along. But this is a way of actually saying, I was kovesh the following masechtot. Are you ready for a hadran? You can wave your flags if you want. You can. It looks great. But if you do it, it has to be with a smile. You can't like a sad. There you go. All right, here we go. I'm going to say the Hiratzon you've got in front of you as well. Hadran alach, Sifrei Dvarim, Shmuel Aleph, Ruth, Divrei Hayamim Aleph, V'Yirmiyahu, if you're in high school, V'Daitach Alan. Hadran alach, Sifrei Dvarim, Shmuel Aleph, Ruth, Divrei Hayamim Aleph, V'Yirmiyahu, V'Daitach Alan. Hadran alach, Sifrei Dvarim, Shmuel Aleph, Ruth, Divrei Hayamim Aleph, Yirmiyahu, V'Daitach Alan. V'Hiratzon milfanecha, Adonai Eloheinu v'lo Avotenu, Shebizchut Sifrei Tanakh, V'Bizchut Psukeihem, V'Toivoteihem, V'Otiotehem, Nekudotehem v'Tamehem, u'bizchut nevi'ei hamet shoftei Yisrael v'tzadikei dorot hamuzkarim b'sefer HaTanakh, nizkeh liyot no'am Adonai Eloheinu, ma'aseh yadeinu konena aleinu, v'nismach v'na'aloz b'divrei Talmud Toratecha v'tzvotecha v'chukotecha l'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu v'orech yameinu, v'hem negeh yomam v'layla. May it be your will, our God, and the merit of the books of Tanakh that we learn, and the merit of the chapters, verses, and letters that we learn, and the merit of all of the prophets, judges, and righteous of Israel that are included in these books. We should merit to feel the presence of God in our daily lives and in the work of our hands. We should continue to find joy in your learning, your Torah and laws, for they are what give meaning and spirituality to our lives. Listen to this last paragraph. You guys are getting a real arm workout. I'm not sure I intended that with Israeli flags, but you're doing a great job. It looks really funny from up here. Here we go. May it be your will, God, that just as you helped us to learn these books of Tanakh, you will continue to help us complete more books of the Torah, both Torah shebichtav and Torah shebal peh. Listen to these last lines. But not only to complete books, but also to cherish, keep, and truly love the words contained within the books. May this love of Torah continue to guide us, our children, and our grandchildren for many years to come. Mazal Tov! Before this next speech, I just want to thank a group of individuals in this room without whom the Chidon could not happen. I would like anybody who's a teacher or coach to stand up in this room. Thank you. Thank you so much for everything you do for your students every single day. And now it is my honor to call up a Chidon national champion from 2018, currently serving in the Israeli Defense Forces. I can't make this up. Everybody from Sal just coming in for the Chidon, I guess. Thank you for the reaction. Yechiel Shulman, a former Chidon national champ, a current Misharet B'Tzahal, a Shaliach of Am Yisrael. I call up Yechiel Shulman to give our traditional speech from a Chidon contestant. Yechiel, come on up.
Good afternoon. It's good to be back. My name is Yechiel Shulman. I first came to the Chidon in 2017, and I represented America in the Olami 2 years later in 2019. The Chidon has since had a profound impact on my life, and that is what I want to share with all of you today. To begin, I'll briefly describe what I've been up to. I finished learning Tanakh together with Rabbi Fraser. I began tutoring. I moved to Israel, learned in Yeshivat Har Tzion, made Aliyah, and drafted to Tzahal. I'm now a mefaked for non-Jewish soldiers who are fighting on behalf of Israel, like Itai Hagiti, who you'll meet in next year's Chomer, but who are simultaneously learning Torah in order to convert, following in the footsteps of Ruth HaMoaviyah. One of the classes I get to teach these soldiers is an introduction to Tanakh. And I like to start with the question, which I'll now raise to you: what is the Tanakh? Well, a lot of my soldiers answer, it's the book of our history. But I think all of you after the Chidon will realize that this isn't correct, or at least it's not enough. Because the Tanakh includes a lot of things that a history book doesn't. Prophecies like you learned in Yirmiyahu, mitzvot that you read in Sefer Dvarim, Shirah, Tfilah. I found it difficult, in fact, to answer this question succinctly. So when my chayalim inevitably ask me, what do I think, I normally cheat. I twist the question, and I answer, what is the Tanakh to me? And to answer that, I show them a video from the Chidon Tanakh. Being back here today, I got to thinking, what about the Chidon Tanakh was so special? What about it changed my life? Why 8 years later do I still feel its impact? To summarize, what are you all walking away with here today? I think we can say 3 things. The first thing you'll take with you are the results of the competition. In just a few minutes, Rabbi Nadel will be calling up the finalists. And I remember that moment very well. You're feeling that everything is riding on right now. Competition is stressful, but it's also exciting, fun, and it's honestly an incredibly productive motivator for studying. I won't belittle what anybody is feeling at the moment and in the exciting moments to come, but I can assure you that in my experience with the hindsight of a few years, this aspect does hold less value to me now than everything else I gained from the Chidon. And that brings me to number 2. You're all walking out with here today on what you made a siyum with, on what you made a siyum over, on the mastery of 78 prakim, or in the high school division, 99 prakim of Tanakh. That is no small feat, and you should give yourselves a round of applause. I'll challenge you all, however, to make a mindset change. Learning 78, 99 chapters of Tanakh is not just an accomplishment, but it's an acquisition, a kinyan. You did not learn 78 chapters, one and done, but you now know 78 chapters, or 99, and you walk away today with that knowledge. I'll share with you something I found recently. I've been visiting from Israel, and I was cleaning out my old room, and I found some flashcards from my time in the Chidon. All sorts of numbers written on them. This is from next year, 930, 912, 905, if anybody recognizes. Letters, Roshei Tevot of names. What surprised me was not what was written on these cards, but the fact that when I was looking through them, I could not figure some of them out and could not remember what was written on all of them. Now I wrote these over 6 years ago, and they focused on the minutia. This should still be a testament to the importance of chazara, of reviewing even after the Chidon. Because if maintained, the knowledge that you're walking out with here today is an incredible opportunity. For me, that knowledge is what's allowed me to tutor for the Chidon, and to give shiurim and chaburot to my friends and to my soldiers. But it infuses so many other aspects of my life as well. A more engaging Shabbos Suda, because you'll have something to say about the Parsha. A more meaningful Shavuot, because when you hear Megillat Esther, you'll have so much more to think about on all the details that you now understand. But I think I would say that the most important thing I got from my experience was not the competition results, nor the specific knowledge I got from my studies. But rather, the thing I cherish most that the Chidon gave me is the deep love and appreciation of Tanakh, which is felt, I've found, nowhere stronger than here at the Chidon. The hours of dedication and passion that you've put into learning, the enthusiasm and excitement which emanate infectiously from all of you in the crowd, who have gathered from around the country to celebrate the Tanakh. That love of Tanakh is what inspires us to continue learning on a broader and deeper scale even after the Chidon. And it's what gives us the enthusiasm to share Tanakh with others. Because we understand that the Tanakh is more than just our history, nor is it just mitzvot or prophecies or song. It's a part of our lives, our identity, our zehut. And I feel the words of Tanakh throughout my life and everything that I do. When I first came to yeshiva, I heard Hashem's command to Yehoshua to study day and night, v'hagita bo yomam v'layla. When I made Aliyah, I appreciated so much more Moshe's speech in Dvarim and his promise of the land. V'haya kiviyacha Hashem Elokecha la'aretz asher nishba la'avotecha la'Avraham liYitzchak u'liYaakov. And when I teach my soldiers in the army, I think about the mitzvah of ve'ahavtem et hager, and Boaz's blessing and praise of Ruth. Tehi maskotech shleima me'im Hashem Elokei Yisrael asher bat lechasot tachat knafav. All these verses and so many others have come with me through life. The Tanakh infuses our life with meaning. The Chidon infuses our life with Tanakh. Yasher koach to everyone for making it here today, and best of luck to you all.
There are winners, though. I'm going to call up our 4 judges to get us started. Avi Shaver, the assistant director of the Chidon Tanakh, behind the scenes and everything. Davida Kolmar, who's been volunteering since the first year I've been running the Chidon, it's 10 years now. Caleb Gitlitz, a former national champ who I just found out started doing smicha this year. And finally, Dr. Licht, who's been coming up for years and years. Thank you to our judges. Caleb and Dr. Licht. Our first winner is not a student. What? How's that possible? I thought there were divisions. I'm starting a new tradition. You ready for this? Top coach. That's cool. And there's only one person who can qualify for the award this year, because the primary criteria, which I will have to amend in the future, was having been a Chidon coach for 41 years. I thought it was 40, I held off. But 41 years, Naomi Suberi Busani has been coaching at Flatbush. We want to call up Naomi to recognize, she's still going. Baruch Hashem, but come on up, Naomi. Top Coach Award. That deserves a standing ovation. Thank you, Naomi. You're an inspiration to us all. Certain faces, when I see them at the Chidon, I know it's begun. I see Naomi's face, I know we've begun. And now we're going to start. We're going to start by calling up, actually, the 6th grade division winners. Calling up 3, 2, and 1. If you want to know the results, I will send out more results of top scorers later on in the day. Today it is just the first 3 places in the 6th grade division. These are people you should be looking out for in the future. I'll just give you one example. Mickey Sarelnik right now, who is a coach at TABC, who won the Chidon Tanakh in 8th grade. First one, I think, in 6th grade. He just kept on going. But there's one problem. I actually don't have the results. Can one of the judges bring up the results for me? I just don't know them by heart. All right. And so it begins. In 3rd place, in the 6th grade division, Chidon legends begin right now. From Kohelet, Abe Twersky. Come on up, Abe. In 2nd place, these are people doing the Chidon for their first year. In 2nd place, from Yavne, Los Angeles, Daphne Schreier. Come on up, we're gonna get everybody in. You stay up here, And in 1st place, I take special pride in this one as an alum of this school as well. From Farber Hebrew Day School, Yosef Nadler. Kavod. Remember these faces. They'll probably be 5 feet taller, but other than that, they could be up here again in the future. Kol hakavod, guys. Kol hakavod. Oh, one more. Take a look and a wave. Congratulations, guys. Okay. This is how this is going to work, okay, guys? I'm going to call up the top 7 in the middle school division. If I have the sheet here. All right, cool. You're going to come up onto the stage. There's a final round. During that final round, we'll be doing some more pasuk videos in the background and be like, that's not fair. And be like, yeah, it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder. But don't worry, if you want to know the questions that they're being asked, very secretive. Thank you. If you want to know the questions that they're being asked, we'll be doing a Kahoot right afterwards. And you'll get to do exactly the same questions. If you win the Kahoot, you'll come up afterwards, you'll get a prize. Not during, but you'll get a prize as well. But here we go. I'm actually calling up, calling up 8 individuals. Seems to be a tie here. In no particular order, I want you to come up onto the stage, make sure you bring a pen or a pencil, and just find a seat right here, all right? From Hillel Torah, Aviel Martin Shafrier. From Noam Tali Ray. From Yavne Academy, Gabriel Minzer. From Fuchs Mizrach, Yeshua Ornstein. From Flatbush, Rivka Sadia. From Barkai, Zachary Hiddery. And from Flatbush, Chaviv Sadia. Come on up. Congratulations. Somebody have a pencil? Somebody needs one here. Come on up, guys. All right, here's how it's going to go. You have 10 questions. On the front, there is Hebrew. On the back, there is English. You can answer either or. While you are answering the questions, there will be some psukim in the background. Maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe the psukim will come up. Here we go. We can hand out the questions, get the pasuk video going. Good luck, guys. Good luck. Kol hakavod. Some greetings.
I'm Ellie Fishman. I go to Park East. I live in New York. My favorite pasuk is Ki tishma v'yacha arafa asher Hashem Elokecha noten lecha lashevet sham lemor. Am Yisrael Chai.
My name is Swoli Michelle. I'm from Boca Raton, and I go to Catholic Shiva High School. My favorite pasuk in this year's Chidon is Ki karo v'lecha hadavar me'od b'ficha u'v'lecha lasoso. Am Yisrael Chai.
Hi, I'm Elisa Shayevitz from Avital Academy in Chicago, and my favorite pasuk on this year's Chomer is Damarti Lois Karedu v'lo Adever Od Bishmo v'hayad libi ke'ish bo'eret atzur b'atzmotai v'nil eti kalcha v'lo chal from Yirmiyahu. Am Yisrael Chai.
Hi, I'm Noah Nexler from Bronx, New York. I go to SAR Academy, and my favorite pasuk from this year's Chidon is Kishem Hashem Akra Havu Godel Eloheinu. Am Yisrael Chai.
Hi, my name is Ariella Titievsky, and I go to Avital Academy. My favorite pasuk is
feel free to cheer for people.
Hi, I'm Maya Sokol from Los Angeles. I go to Gindi Maimonides Academy. My favorite pasuk is in Shmuel Aleph, Perak Chavdalet Pasuk Zayin, where David says, Ki Mashiach Hashem Hu, because he doesn't want to harm Shaul even though Shaul has harmed him. Am Yisrael Menetzeach.
Hi, my name is Jacob Cohen. I live in New Jersey and I go to Yeshiva Noam. My favorite pasuk from this year's Keynote material is Vayomer David al Gad, Sar li me'od eflana biyad Hashem ki rabim rachamav me'od, v'biyad Adam el Ofel. Am Yisrael Chai.
Hey, I'm Sophie Chaffetz. I live in Memphis, Tennessee. I go to the Margolin Hebrew Academy, and my favorite pasuk from Chidon this year is Ulechol Hayad HaChazakah Ulechol Hamarah HaGadol Asher Asa Moshe Le'enei Kol Yisrael. Am Yisrael Chai.
Hi, my name is Nachum Spinner. I go to Fuchs Mizrachi School in Cleveland, Ohio, and my favorite pasuk from this year's Chidon is Ki Hashem Elokeichem Hahulech Imachem Lihilachem Lachem Im Oivechem Lo Shiatchem. Am Yisrael Chai.
Hi, I'm Naomi Schwartzberg from Memphis, Tennessee. I go to the Margolin Hebrew Academy, and my favorite pasuk from Chidon this year was Vayomer David el Avishai, Al tashchiteu, ki mi shalach yado b'mashiach Hashem v'nika. Am Yisrael Chai.
These kids know so much
My name is
Torah.
Chaim. I'm from New York, and I'm learning in Barak Yeshiva. My favorite pasuk this year is Mekimim Afadal Mashpot HaRevivion Lo Shivim Nedivim. Am Yisrael Chai.
My name is Raphael Schreier. I'm a 9th grader at Eula High School in Los Angeles, and my favorite pasuk is Chaser Meshugaim Ani Ki Hevetem Et Zeh Lihishtageah Alai Hazeh Yavo El Beiti.
Hi, I'm Ariella Siegel. And I'm Lily Shaffrin. We both go to Denver Academy of Torah in Denver, Colorado.
My favorite pasuk was Kaved et avicha ve'et imecha kasher tzivcha Adonai Elohecha.
And mine was Ve'aseh chesed la'alafim la'ohavei u'l'shomer mitzvotai.
Hello, I'm Yosef Adler from Detroit. I go to Farmer Hebrew School. My favorite lesson from this year's Chidon material is Vayomer Shmuel Be'eh. Kol hatzod hazeh be'oznai ve'kol habakar asher
funny.
Am Yisrael Chai.
Hi, I'm Ayala Pupko from Inglewood, New Jersey, and I go to Keynote. My favorite pasuk from this year's Chidon is Ko Amar Hashem, Kol B'Rama Nishma, Yihi B'chi Tamburim, Rachel Mevakal Banea, Meinali Nachem Al Banea Kienenu, from Sefer Yirmiyahu. Am Yisrael Chai.
I'm going to ask everybody here to be finishing up their exam. Avi will be collecting. We're going to get a Kahoot up on the board. Get ready. Get your phones out. Here we go. If you want to see the exam they just took, win some prizes. Here we go. If you came up here, you cannot participate in the Kahoot. Okay, guys? You're already up here participating this way. Kahoot, we ready?
Ready?
We're going to give 1 more minute to all the contestants up here. 1 more minute. If you're done, you can make your way down. Kol hakavod to the group. Up here, kol hakavod. Not easy doing this in front of 500 plus people. The Kahoot isn't on the screen, but I hear it. It's coming. Just need a sign-in code. There you go. At this point, you got to know what to do for a Kahoot. You want to know the questions they were asked? I'll give you a hint after they hand them in. One of them has to do with Naomi Suberi Busani, and one of them has to do with me. Are you ready? All right.
I'm ready.
Top scorers, here we go. This is it. You got to hand it in.
All right, here you go.
Kol hakavod, guys. Kol hakavod. All right, you've got 30 more seconds to join this Kahoot. Question 1 is on the topic of 40, because until around 3 days ago, I thought this was 40 years of Naomi Suberi Busani coaching. It's 41. 40. The second one will be 10. I'll explain why when we get to it. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? Yeah? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. It's Chidon Kahoot time, middle school, final round. Do you have what it takes? It says do not open, but now he can open it. I'm going to translate. Kahoot does not have an Hebrew-English function. Al mi ne'emar vayigash, and he came early in the morning, and he stood for 40 days. And he blank came. Morning and evening, and he stood for 40 days. Moses, Goliath, Shmuel, or David. Wow, do you guys know so much Tanakh? It's amazing. Who in the world would know the answer to this? People in this room. The answer is Goliath. That is correct. That is correct, guys. It is Goliath. 40 days. No associations between Naomi and Goliath. Don't worry. Just 40 years in general. Here we go. Wow, 557 in the lead. Okay, Al mi ne'emar. Who is it says? He judged the Jewish people, Israel, for 40 years. He judged the Jewish people 40 years from this year's Chomer. Ushafatet Yisrael 40 shana. Eli, David, Shmuel, or Moshe. Tried to translate as quickly as I can. Naomi topped them by 1 year. The answer is Eli. You should know that everybody up here did not have multiple choice. They just had a short answer question. So you have a little bit more than they did. Here we go. Panina Benjamin, VB, Levi P, Schreier, and 557-3347. Thank you, whoever you are. Here we go. How many years did David rule in Hebron, and how many years in Yerushalayim? It was 40 total, but how many in Hebron versus how many in Yerushalayim? That is a cold Torah if I've ever heard one. Wow. I want you all in my Tanakh class, every one of you, Amalia included. That is correct. Ooh, Levi P taking the lead. Yehoshua ben Yonatan. I love that. Okay, here we go. Next one up. And it was after 40 days and 40 nights, God gave me. What did God give me after 40 days and 40 nights? Obviously referring to the Pasuk. Food to eat and water to drink. Redemption. The kingship over Israel, or the 2 tablets. The Shnei Luchot HaBrit, that is Moshe Rabbeinu receiving the Luchot the second time. Here we go. YGW boys, welcome to the board. Here we go, 5 out of 10. And I had you in the desert for 40 years, and what did you not have to do for 40 years in the desert? What did you not have to do for 40 years in the desert? They never had to ask for water. They never got lost in the desert. Haha. They never had to ask for food. Their shoes and clothes were never worn out. Which one is it? Stop saying the answers out loud. Never had to do the laundry. Can you imagine? Wow. Here we go. All right. Miyamar, kachna le'achecha ifata kali hazeh v'asara lechem hazeh v'aretz samachanei achecha. Who said, take these 10 pieces of bread and bring them quickly to your brother. Why did I do 10 years? I'll pause for half a second before going to the next question. This is my 10th year running the Chidon Tanakh. Hence the 10 years. Here we go. Almi Ne'emar, and he took 10 people, Miziknei Ha'ir, and he said, Vayomru shvu po vayeshevu. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, did I put the answer in the, I didn't put the answer in the question. That's fine. That's fine. We're good. We're good. I thought I put the answer in the question for a second. Take 10 people, elders of the city, and sit here. And they sat. Boaz, David, Shaul, or Shmuel. 40, now 10. It's also 10 years since Avi Shaver was in the national championship of the Chidon Tanakh, you should know. Who are you, mysterious 557-3347? Here we go. Vayishlach David asara na'arim, vayomer David la'na'arim alu Carmela. Who in this pasuk did David send messengers to? He sent 10 people, 10 lads to Carmel. Who did he send the messengers to? Yehonatan, Michal, Achish, or Naval? Answer is Naval. Kishmo ken hu. Wow. Strong leaderboard here. Mi Amar. This is a crazy line. Hello, Anochi Tovlach Meser Abanim. Aren't I better for you than 10 children? gotta do some analysis there. Not a great thing to say to your spouse. Not a great thing to say to your spouse. Oh, I just gave, well, it is what it is. Oh, IGW boys taking the lead. Last question. This is hard. And they dwelled there for 10 years. Where did they dwell? Yeah, I know, that was succinct. Where did they dwell? All right, the winners of the middle school Chidon Kahoot. In third place, Panita Benjamin. In second place, whomever you are. And make sure to come up after the competition to make sure you get your prizes. What we now will do is we will close the Kahoot and we will call up our next round of winners. Are you ready for this? This is a new division which continues to grow year after year. It is our 12th grade division. A few years ago, a couple students came to me and asked me, we want to continue doing the Chidon. It's not fair after 11th grade that we stop. So I said, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. You will continue doing the 12th grade, and if you win the Chidon Tanakh, in first place, we will pay for your flight to Israel. Next time you go on a trip, we will pay for your flight to Israel. Second and third place, in addition to first place, all of you will get a chance to go to the International Chidon Tanakh, Be'ezrat Hashem, next year if you spend the year in Israel or the next time you were in Israel. Every one of these contestants last year, our first, second, and third place winners, were all at the International Chidon. In addition to that, each of these individuals will be getting my favorite Tanakh that I brag about every year, and I know Corin loves when I do this. It's the Tanakh LeMitayel. The Tanakh LeMitayel, I will tell you, Ilan Ram, who came in second place in the Chidon Tanakh this year, was known to walk around Frisch, apparently, with the satchel with the Tanakh in it all the time. That is the coolest, nerdiest thing I've ever heard. It also has a map, and it tells you which places to go on hikes in Israel. So obviously for people who are spending the year in Israel, this is an awesome prize. So I'm going to call up the following three individuals, each of whom will have a ticket to the International Chidon next year. The first place will have a paid-for ticket to Israel. In third place, a perennial Chidoner, an honor to call him up here, from Yeshivat Frisch, Ephraim Fisher. Second place, another perennial Chidoner, from Mayanot, Ayelet Pupko. And in first place, with a trip to Israel coming up next year, from Ida Crown, Eliza Shayevitz. Come on in. Oh, no way. Okay. Come into the center. Here we go. Come on in, everybody. When you watch the International Chidon next year, keep a lookout for them in the audience, all right? Congratulations. Guys, look forward over there. Here we go. Kol hakavod. Apparently, I was just told that Eliza and Ayelet are going to be roommates in Israel next year. That's the best thing ever. All right, here we go. Kol hakavod, guys. Kol hakavod. Can I get the results for the? Yeah. All right. This is the wrong one. I need a high school. They're trying to trick me here. Oh, wow. Again, I'm going to be calling up 8 individuals, not 7 as planned. This is from the high school division in no particular order. I'm just reminding everybody here how this works. The top 3 will go to Israel. But there's no order right now. In order to come in the top 3, there's still a written round here. And remember, there is a new oral round that we'll be doing this year as well for those top 3 individuals, just to practice, to train them for next year, so you could get somebody up in second place like we had with Ilan Ram. Here we go. Should I do this? Yeah? All right. Now, maybe just stop here. All right, fine, here we go. From Shulamit, Ayelet Pollack. From Ida Crown, Emily Adler. From Bet Tefillah, Moshe Lewin. From Eula, Rafi Schreier. From Charles E. Smith, Molly Oshivsky. From Bruria, Hadassah Esther Rich. From Berman, Joshua Applebaum. From Eula, Akiva Schreier. Come on up. You have the questions? They'll have. Come on. 3 individuals here may be shaking the hands with the Prime Minister next year, whomever that may be. Here we go. Listen to the following. As they're taking their exam, and Avi, can we distribute the exams and pens and pencils? We'll actually have the zechut to hear divrei bracha, words from one more individual, from Shira Arbit. Let me explain just a little bit so you understand who it is that's about to speak to you. For the past now 4 years, every single year, the gifts given to every individual of the Chidon have been the books of Dr. Moshe Avital. I had the zechut of getting to sit down and talk Chidon with him once. I met him a few other times. Dr. Moshe Avital ran the Chidon for many years, back in the 70s. And you'll see, I don't want to ruin Shira's speech, but inside every single one of your books, it says a matana mimishpachat Avital misho'a litkuma. I'm not going to explain what that means. Shira will explain it. Shira is Dr. Moshe Avital's daughter. It is an honor to hear some words from Shira to give us the meaning behind what it means to bring the books of Dr. Moshe Avital into your home. Shira, the floor is yours.
There's a lot of ruach in this room. I'm very proud of all of you. First of all, I want to thank Dr. And the glare is really hard to see. I want to thank Dr. Rabbi Dovi Nadel and all of those who are here today for their hard work in putting together this amazing event and keeping this important tradition alive. My father, Dr. Moshe Avital, Zichrono Livracha, came to Israel in 1945 after surviving 6 concentration camps and labor camps. And after losing most of his family. He fought in the Haganah and the IDF. He learned in Cheder from the age of 3 in a small town in Bilka, Czechoslovakia, where he learned Tanakh, and he said that in the camps he used to repeat the psukim that he had learned. His faith kept him alive in the camps. He became a Jewish educator and worked at the Jewish Agency, teaching generations of North American students. One of his passions, one of his responsibilities and passions was the Chidon Tanakh, for which he wrote the questions for students like you for many years. He was always so happy each year when he saw so many Jewish children learning Tanakh with such enthusiasm, and he would say that this is proof that we went from Hashoah Litkuma, from the Holocaust to the rebuilding of our nation and our future. After his retirement, he published many books with the questions and answers which you have received each year as a gift for participating in this wonderful event. In the introduction of one of his books, Quiz Me on the Torah, which he wrote in 2007, his dedication said, "May this book become a vehicle of Torah study for Jewish children and youth in the U.S. and throughout the world. The riches inherent in the Torah are infinite, and those who study from this book will be motivated to broaden and deepen their knowledge of the Bible and in turn enrich and elevate their lives. My father always said that his biggest joy was seeing Jewish children studying the Tanakh and learning the important connection between Torah and the history of our nation and the land of Israel by studying the Tanakh and becoming experts like all of you. You are continuing the traditions and way of life of our ancestors and keeping it alive. There were 1.5 million Jewish children who perished in the Shoah, and my father felt that every Jewish child that was born after the Shoah was a miracle. I thank you for fulfilling his dream by being here today.
When I met with Dr. Avital, he said the words, Mishoah litkuma. Every time he looked at the room of the Chidon Tanakh, he saw what it meant to respond to the tragedy of the Holocaust. This is tkuma. Ve'atem hadvekim ba'Adonai Elohechem chayim kolchem hayom. Shira, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, as the kids are still continuing their exam, you've got one more chance. One more chance to compete along these top scorers. We've got the high school Kahoot. Are you ready for the high school Kahoot? Can you do it? One more Kahoot. Are you ready for it? You're supposed to say yes. The high school Kahoot. Here we go. Let's get the high school Kahoot up on the board. Let's turn up that Kahoot sound a little bit. It gives me the right vibes, you know? Ooh, that got quiet. It's too quiet in here. I need Kahoot. Oh, there it goes. I think still louder, that Kahoot. There you go. Now it's too loud. All right, so these ones are not numbers. Naomi, it's not about you. It's not about me. We're going to give our contestants up here 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Wondering what next year's material is, Breshit, Shmuel Ben, Yechezkel, and TBD. All right, we're going to be collecting exams. We have a question on a question. High schoolers, if you're done, you can make your way back down. Kol hakavod. All right. This is the final Kahoot of 2025. We're going to be asking everybody to wrap up. All right, here we go. Avi is going to be taking your exam in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and Adasa, Esther, Rich, here we go. 1. All right, let's get this Kahoot on the road. high school final round. Some of these are from Yirmiyahu, but they're so beautiful. You're going to be learning as you get to do the Kahoot. Here we go. Al mi ne'emar ki fada Adonai et blank uge'alo miyad chazak mimenu. You may know this from Tefillah, which is so cool. Our learning today could have had so many more psukim. So you know this even though you haven't learned Yirmiyahu. If you daven Ma'ariv. Sorry for the Sfardim, if you're mitpalel Ma'ariv. Yaakov! You got it! You got it! Great job! You didn't even know when you got it. Wow. Gavi. Okay, this is a beautiful parak. I'm going to talk about it for a second afterwards. You need to learn it at some point in your life. The theme, by the way, if you haven't figured it out, is redemption. Buy my field in Anatot, for you have the redemption right. Yirmiyahu is asked to buy a field on the eve of the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, symbolizing that the Jews one day indeed will return. From Hanamel, his cousin, a beautiful nevuah on Yirmiyahu. Here we go. Okay, this one you can all get. Al mi ne'emar, again, on the topic of Geula. Vishalchu blank, v'lachu oto misham, v'nanu oto biyad go'el hadam v'ameit. Indeed. Here we go. Ellie Lewis, Eliza Shayevitz, YGW boys, Ba Chomer, and Barkai. Here we go. You cannot win a prize twice on a Kahoot. If you've already got one, we're going to go to the next person. Here we go. Myanmar. Who says the following? Who is like you, O Israel, a nation in the land that God went to go back and redeem, on the topic of Geula, of Pidyon, of redemption, something that we so yearn for nowadays. Man, did I love having Divrei Yamim on the material. Wow. Man, did I just give away the answer to that question a little bit. David. YGW. All right, here we go. 5 of 10. This is a good one. Anybody can get this one. In relation to which mitzvahs the following said, atone for the Jewish people who you redeemed, and don't allow any innocent blood to be shed amongst the Jewish people. This is in the middle school material. Again, the 5th question on the topic of Pidyon, or Geula, redemption. Egla Arufa it is. Okay, this is actually really powerful. I never noticed this pasuk until making this. Al mi ne'emar, about whom as it says, and the nation redeemed him and he did not die. Really powerful when I read that pasuk. And the nation redeemed him and he did not die. Indeed, it is the story of Yonatan making a shvuah. I hope I win in 3rd place. It looks like you're doing well. I hope I win. Who says the following? Ki gerim anachnu, we are sojourners before you. V'toshavim, but at the same time we are dwellers, like our forefathers. Katzel yameinu, our days are like shade before you. Ve'ein mikveh. The second half of questions are all connected to the song, which you might have heard before, Hatikva. Every question has to do with words of Hatikva. This one says the word Ve'ein mikveh, there is no hope. The words of Tikva, Hatikva. We are going from Geula to Hatikva, finishing off the Chidon Tanakh. Who speaks about the following? Thoughts of peace, not for bad, to give you an end and hope. A beautiful, beautiful nevuah. Machshavot shalom v'lo ra'ah lateh lachem acharit v'tikva. Question 9. About who is the following said? This is the only time, you know the phrase liot am chofshi be'artzenu? Chofshi in Tanakh. Where does it come up? In this context. When you send him free from you, do not send him empty-handed. I like the choices I gave here. I think they all have meaning to them. David, Ruth, the Jewish people, or the Eved Ivri. And the final question. Not of the Chidon Tanakh, but the final Kahoot question. Here we go. Fill in the following pasuk. Ooh. There's hope for you in the end, God says. You will no longer be in pain. The Jewish people will return to their land. In eternal love, I have loved you. A large nation will return here, each famous in their own right. If you know the tune, maybe you know this as well. Indeed, beautiful words to end the middle school, the high school Kahoot. And the winner, the third place winner of the Kahoot is Daniel S. Good job. Second place, Ephraim Fisher. And first place, YGW Boys. Give me 30 seconds as I consult with the judges. In seventh place, in the middle school division, from Yeshivat Flatbush, Chaviv Sadia. In sixth place, from Hillel Torah, Ariel Martin Shafir. In fifth place, from Yavne Academy, Gabriel Mincher. And in fourth place, from Yeshivat Noam, Tali Ray. Come on up. Congratulations. Come on up, come on up, come on up. Here we go. And their certificates as well. I'm holding off on third, second, and first for 1 second. Come on, guys. Here you go. Turn around, get on stage. Come on. You got this here as well. Come on, guys. We need third, second, and first. Ready? In third place, his bar mitzvah is coming up in 3 weeks. From Fuchs Mizrahi, Shua Ornstein. In second place, from Barkai Yeshiva, Zachary Hidary. And in first place, from Flatbush, Rivka Sadia, going to Israel next year. First place. Kol hakavod. Everybody in. Look. You'll see them all back next year, and Rivka Sadia will be on the stage on International Chidon Tanakh. Ooh, I got something in my eye. I'm just tearing up. It's too emotional. Get the high school division. All right, listen into how this is going to go down. I'm going to call up 8th place, the tie for 6th place, 5th place, and 4th place. They'll come up, get your well-deserved prizes. Then when I call up 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, I'm going to ask you to actually take a seat on the podium in front of one of these microphones for our final oral round. You want to stick around for this. Some of the questions are hard, I know, but it's going to be fun. You ready? Here we go. In 8th place from Ida Crown, Emily Adler. Tied for 6th place this year from Shulamit Ayelet Pollack and from Charles E. Smith, Mali Osovsky. In 5th place from Beth Tefila, Moshe Lewin. And in 4th place from Eula, Rafi Schreier. Come on up. Kol hakavod, guys. Kol hakavod, kol hakavod, kol hakavod. Wow, 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 wow. Kol hakavod, kol hakavod, kol hakavod, kol hakavod. Here we go. It is crazy for them to be up here at this moment in time. Give them a round of applause. Here we go. Punch it, punch it. One more round of applause. These people know Tanakh. Kol hakavod all around. These 3 individuals will be representing America in the Chidon Tanakh next year. I am not calling them up in any particular order, for the oral round that will be happening right now. These 3 individuals, give them a little bit of a benefit of the doubt. They did not prepare for this. This is next level Chidon. But from Brewery High School, Hadassah Esther Rich. From Bourbon, Joshua Applebaum. And from Eula, Akiva Schreier. Here we go. Come on up. And as these individuals are coming up, just to give you a sense of what they'll be doing next year, let's take a look at Ilan Ram, who along Eitan Rosenstock, Ariella Manis, and Shua Jaffe all were amongst the top 16 in Israel this year. Take a look. Take a look.
המתמודד הבא שלנו אילן רם.
Yeah, Ilan. That's American Chidon Tanakh right there.
יהושפט מלך יהודה.
נכון. A little louder.
מי הנביא שאמר ביום ההוא הקים את סוכת דוד הנופלת וגדרתי את פרציהן? נכון. כמה כהנים גערו בעוזיהו שיצא מן המקדש?
80. נכון.
איזה יופי, אילן. תודה רבה לכל המכובדים.
Everybody in Israel watching, and in America too.
הגיע הרגע איתך, שלם, ביום טובה יהיה וטוב.
וביום רעה ראה.
כן. אשלם אלעד, אל תאמר מה היה.
שהימים הראשונים היו טובים מאלה, כי לא מחוכמה שאלת על זה. נכון.
The one-on-one, this is for second place.
במקום השני.
Yeah, that's what happens when you do the Chidon.
סגן חתן החידון התנ"ך העולמי לשנת תשפ"ה הוא אילן רם ארצות הברית.
The scores have been cleared. Let's get our names down. What's your name?
Joshua Applebaum.
And what school are you participating from?
Furman.
Furman. And what's your name?
Hadassah Esther Rich.
And what school are you participating?
Brewery High School.
And how about you?
Kiva Schreier.
And what school are you representing?
Eula.
Wow, this is diverse from around the country. Give them a round of applause. Josh, we're going to start with you. There are 5 questions posed to each of these individuals. It will be projected on the screen behind you as well. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and back around. Each question is worth 5 points. You either get it right or you get it wrong. If you know it in the crowd, do not shout it out, okay? Don't shout out. Here we go. Question number 1. Akiva, okay, never mind. We're going to do it in a different order. We'll do Akiva Schreier, then Hadassah, then Josh. So we're going to go from right to left. Here we go. The final oral round. Question number 1. Mi Amar. Ein kadosh ka Hashem Eloheinu ekadonai ki ein biltecha ve'ein sur ke Eloheinu. Akiva Schreier.
Chana.
That is indeed correct. Come on, a little bit more round of applause, guys. Next pasuk. This is to you, Hadassah Esther Rich. Mi amar al zot hakitzoti ve'er'eh ushnati arvali. Oh, I slept so good.
Yirmiyahu.
Indeed, that is Yirmiyahu. Al min emar vayeshev al kisei Adonai lemelech.
David.
That is incorrect. It is Shlomo. He's still going to Israel, guys. Akiva, you ready? Next question.
Yes.
Vayhi miyom shevet ha'aron b'kiryat yarim v'yirbu hayamim vayu blink vayinu kol beit Yisrael acharei Adonai lekama zman haya Aaron b'kiryat yarim.
Which question do I answer?
Ooh, that is not the right question up there. So let's ask the right question. Here we go. Ooh, you just got a much harder question.
I could do either one.
No. That's the one you're answering. We'll just read it off the board. Hatzivilach blank, similach tamurim. What is it that Yirmiyahu asked for them to place up? What is it?
Sionim.
Sionim, grades or markers. Kol hakavod. Question number 5. I guess the questions are up here. Don't trust the paper. Question number 5. V'natati lahem blank v'derech echad li'ir'ah oti kol hayamim l'tov lahem v'livneihem acharayim. Beautiful psukim from Yirmiyahu. What is it that is being given, Hadassah?
Lev echad.
Indeed, that is correct. Wow. Wow, they are ready for the International Chidon. Question number 6. Kodesh Yisrael Adonai blink. Kol ochlav yeshmu ra'at tavo alehem ne'um Adonai.
Reshit Tevuato.
Yes, indeed. Kol hakavod. Reshit Tevuato. We are God's Reshit. The first Rashi in Reshit as well. Question number 7. Hashlemet hapasuk haba. This is one of my favorite psukim. Nati Faber called me out. He said, Rabbi, you have a lot of favorite psukim. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's true. But one of my favorite psukim. Ushmartem vasitem ki hi chochmatchem uvinatchem leinei ha'amim. Rabbi Eliezer Cohen, zichrono livracha, my Rebbe's favorite pasuk as well. It's on my shtender. Asher yishme'un et kol hachukim ha'ele ve'amru. This is Akiva Schreier. It's you.
From you. Am ze chacham ve'navon hagoy hazeh.
I'll give it to him. Rak am chacham v'navon hagoy hagadol hazeh. Kol hakavod. Ready for the next Hashlemet HaPasuk. What the non-Jews, what the world will say about us. It's a little small. Ki ko amar Adonai, ronu li'Yaakov simcha v'tzahalu b'rosh hagoyim, hashmiu halalu ve'amru. That's a hard one.
No, it's easy.
That's a really hard one. It's from Yirmiyahu. She's going through all of Tanakh in her brain right now. So just give her some time. You're going to Israel no matter what. I think she's reviewing the parak. She's literally reciting the words. You can't see this. I can see it. It's incredible. All right, Hadassah, we need a response. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. The questions do not pass on. Josh is like raising his hand. I'm like, is that how it works? Should I give you the answers? You'll have it for next year. Or you want to give it a try?
I want to try.
Give it a try. But we need to try now, because I think some people have like a plane to catch. And wow, the nerd. Say again?
Shir Lashem.
That's really nice. If I were writing Yirmiyahu, perhaps, you want to answer it, Josh? Go for it. That is entirely correct, and he gets no points for it. Here's your actual question. You ready, Josh? Ki ko amar Adonai tzvaot Elohei Yisrael od yomru et hadavar hazeh be'eretz Yehuda u'be'arav b'shuvi et shivrutam.
Yivarechecha Adonai nevei tzedek harakodesh.
Wow. Somebody came ready. Next question up. Hashlemet HaPasuk. Zechor yimot olam binu shenot dor vador she'al avicha v'yagedcha.
Ziknecha v'yomer lach.
Zikenecha v'yomer lach is indeed correct. Ready for the next one, Hadassah? Hatzur tamim pa'alo. These are from Az Yashir. You're supposed to know it by heart anyways. Ki chol drachav mishpat el emunah v'ein avel.
Tzadik v'yashar hu.
Tzadik v'yashar hu. Question number 12. Here we go. Ki asa el
Chayanochi leolam.
Oh my God, he didn't even give me time. He didn't give me time. Okay, last 3 questions for the Chidon Tanakh. That sounded cool. Kiva Schreier, 20. Hadassah Esterich with 15. Joshua Applebaum with 15 as well. Vayhi miyom shevet aron b'kiryat. Oh, you got a preview. Vayirbu hayamim vayu blink. Vayinau kol beit Yisrael acharei Adonai. How much time was the Aron in Kiryat Yearim?
20 years.
20 years is correct. Ki lo le'adam ba'bira. Ki la'Adonai Elohim. Mi amar. Who says that?
David.
David is indeed correct. Almina Emar, Misharet et Pnei Adonai.
Shmuel.
Na'ar Chagurei Fobad. Misharet et Pnei Adonai, Na'ar Chagurei Fobad. Please give a round of applause to our top 3 competitors. This year, in 3rd place, Joshua Applebaum. Tied for 2nd place. I am sorry. Hadassah Esterich and Joshua Applebaum. In 1st place, Akiva Schreier. All will be competing at the international level next year. Come on up and get your prizes. I will now ask the Kahal to do one more thing. Please stand with your Israeli flags. We're going to sing Hatikvah together. Feel free to wave that flag. Next year's material, Bereshit, Shmuel Bet, Yechezkel. The learning doesn't stop today, it continues today. It continues today. Come on up here, guys. You'll sing it with me. We'll get some pictures in afterwards. Chazak ve'amatz on another beautiful year for inspiring all of us to continue learning Hatikvah. Come on in. Ready? Bereshit para Elohim. See you next year. Mincha will be upstairs in the Beit Midrash. Have a great day, everybody. Get a picture.
רואה שאני רוצה להיות טוב, רק לא יוצא לי, חסרות לי כולה כמה תפילות. והשם הוא גם ראה את הרצון שהיה בי, ניסיתי